Hey there guys, it's Controversial here. So Abanpreach versus Hasan. Let's talk about it. So this is a very funny story because I feel that like if you're a content creator who really wants to fight with Abanpreach, you're not really gonna get support from most of the community because like you can't really fight with Abanpreach because they don't really go for anybody else unless they feel threatened or in a certain sense. Like the only open beef that Abba and Preach have had was Fresh and Fit, because Fresh and Fit literally came at them, and then what's his name, Myron, Myron insulted Preach's wife and called her a fat cow or something, not even having because not even having seen his wife. I don't think anyone has seen his wife at this point. um so Myron made a very baseless and very rude insult to Preacher's wife, and attacking his wife of all people, like when knowing that Myron and Fresh Prince CEO always publicize about how to get a woman to stay with you and about having relationships and about like they're the ones who always brag about how many women they can get and about how to keep a woman and whatnot. In the meantime, all they just do is sleep with floozies. But anyway, with that, I just wanted to talk about this whole Hassan and Abba Preach beef. And honestly speaking, I think this is the first time that I've seen Abba actually get triggered at someone. Like it's crazy to see. It's crazy to see. Abba, it's crazy to see Abba actually get triggered because usually he's the calm one. He's the reserved one. And honestly speaking, Abel Preach just made a very good critique of someone critiquing them. Because I mean, it's because they're well in their right to critique someone when it comes to if someone criticizes them. Because I'm not gonna lie, Abel Preach are probably one of the most genuine YouTubers you'll ever find on this platform. Everybody else usually clickbaits. Everybody else usually tells tall tales and whatnot. But with this beef, it seems like Hasan threw the first stone, and then Abraham Preach just rebutted, and then now it's just crazy to see this. But honestly speaking, Hasan's character is known to be very problematic. He's known to be somewhat of a very outlandish and outward person. Like, honestly speaking, her son is just a spoiled brat. He's honestly just a spoiled brat who has been way too famous and popular on Twitch. Like, people called him out for I think calling out communism or socialism and whatnot, because he's apparently for the people. He's apparently by the people for the people somehow, and he talks about how capitalism is a bad thing. But then I remember, I think, yeah, but then I remember he was the one who was buying a $3 million mansion, and people called him out for that because he's the one who preaches about how much money people, like, basically. For example, like, Hassan is a warrior with no cause, or a wannabe warrior with no cause, a crusader for nobody knows why. He just wants to call out everybody and everything, even though half of the time not doing any research and just making baseless claims. But honestly speaking, if you ask me, I think it's that Twitch privilege. I think that Twitch privilege really does get a lot of content creators into trouble about how most of them, like, were streaming full length shows, full length animes, and using copyrighted material on their streams. In the meantime, not even adding not even adding anything different, and pretty much just point blank plagiarizing the content. Like you cannot just watch a full show and not even reacting to it, and most of the time they're sitting on their phones. Like, honestly speaking, Twitch streamers are really not that interesting, and I don't know how Hassan has a whole community. And he got banned recently for saying a racial slur on his Twitch, because he's an angry little spoiled brat man child, and he needs to seriously grow up. Like, not like, I don't understand how people on Twitch can get to this point. Like, how are you buying a $3 million mansion in the meantime when you are this insecure and insensitive? Um I don't understand. I don't understand people on Twitch, honestly speaking. And the thing is, people on Twitch are really not that interesting. And that's something that everyone needs to understand. And this dude is 29 years old and he acts like this. And he has a net worth of, he's basically worth $3 million. So I don't understand how someone who's 29 years old can act like this. A grown man can act like this. It's just crazy. I find it crazy to me, and honestly speaking, he's just a spoiled brat. He's gotten so used to having so many privileges in his life, specifically with Twitch, that he thinks that he can just talk to anyone the way he wants to, and he thinks that he can just call out wherever he wants to. Like, bruh, you're cringe, bro. How are you 29 years old? And, but I mean, honestly speaking, I feel at this point that Abanpreach actually hit a huge W, because I don't think Abanpreach have ever been called out and been beaten, because like they make content based on just about everything. Like they literally make content based on anything. And like when someone tries to call them out for something, it's not really gonna come over well, because the community will most usually the community will side with Abanpreach, because Abanpreach call out sus people. They call out so many problematic YouTubers and content creators that most big content creators of their size are too scared to call out, because they want to create this whole fake kumbaya type of community, which is BS. But anyway, at the end of the day, I feel like Abanpreach did win, and they really roasted him really hard. But Abba got triggered. Like Abba got triggered. Like I've never seen Abba be so triggered about anything in my life, or like as long as I've watched them. And this was one of those videos where Abba got triggered, because usually Preach is the one to get triggered and get loud and to be bros. But this was Abba's turn. But it's crazy. As usual, all links will be left down in the description below. But I don't know. I feel like Hasan is someone who can't really win any controversy, because he's just so problematic, and he's always looking for the next. He's always looking for the next person to fight with, and I don't understand it, because he even got into it with a guy called TWOMAD, and TWOMAD literally killed any opportunity that Hasan had to clap back. TWOMAD was trying to get Hasan into a chat, and then Hasan was blocking him. Like, I don't know, people. Honestly speaking, but hey, Abanpreach caught the huge W by winning this battle. But anyway, guys, so if like honestly speaking, just this whole transgender movement thing and this whole LGBTQ movement thing is really turning people against each other, and is making so much stupid infighting towards people. And most of the people who are getting affected don't even seem to be transgender. It just seems to be a bunch of content creators calling out all this nonsense and fighting with each other. You get the people who are for it, and you get the people who are against it. Listen, personally, like I'm not gonna make that whole transgender movement stuff my bread and butter. But like Hasan was making a whole bunch of baseless claims and didn't even do his research. And Abba and Preach usually do their research before they talk about anything, because Abba's usually on the ball when it comes to his research and stuff, and usually preaches there to back him up. But honestly speaking, I don't know. It's just crazy to see this whole thing. But yeah, I'll leave all the links to the videos below so you can go get some context. But anyway, guys, this is controversial, saying like this whole transgender movement is pretty much dividing normal cis people, or normal, people who are the gender they are born. Damn, people need to chill. Anyway, this is controversial. Signing off. I'll see you guys next video. Eh? Bye.